In this video, we'll be hunting some half dollars. Of course, we'll be looking for any silver from 1970 or older, as well as any foreigns, proofs, heirs or varieties, NIFCs, or any other cool things we can find. We do have 2 boxes stacked in front and 2 more in the back, so I have 4 boxes right now, hoping that'll be enough for a hunt, but if they're slow like my half dollars have been lately, I'll end up adding some more boxes. Have checked all 4 boxes for enders. The only ender is in box number 1 right here. It's actually my first 2023 half dollar. I have not seen one yet. It's a 2023P, so it's definitely cool to see. Wonder if there'll be more in the box. Not sure if there'll be NIFCs yet. We'll have to wait to see, but I'll save them for now. Anyways, let's start the hunt on box number 1, and I'll bring you in if we have a first find. First box has been hunted. Like all my boxes have been lately, it's a very slow box. Just 4 NIFCs. Did pull aside this one. It has a couple numbers counter stamped on the right, a 0 and a 7. And then 2023s, we did have more other than just the ender. Ended up with 5 2023 piece for the box, so that's kind of cool. But really, no finds to speak of for the box. So let's move on to box number 2. Hopefully we can do a little bit better. Roll 21, and we're on box 2. This box has had nothing so far. Still just finds from box 1 besides some 2023s. I just opened this roll, and I see an old-looking silver edge. It's a thick coin to the right of it I'll look at first, and it's just an 86. But that edge looks like an old silver. Thinking of Benji or Walker? Let's see what we got. And it's a Walking Liberty. Second one of the year, third one I have ever found. It's definitely pretty harshly cleaned. To last year, 1947 out of Philly. That is incredible. An old silver found, and it's a Walker. Let's go. Roll 30 of box 2, and I bring you in because we have a variety. Have pulled one more thing aside since the last time I brought you in, just a 1981 pocket coin. I bring you in for a 1971D DDO. Is the FS101, decently strong doubling on the R, U, and S of trust, especially at the tops of the U and like the bottom left of the S. This FS101, have found a bunch of these. This one's not very nice, but I'll still take it. Half dollar box number 2 has been hunted, and it was an excellent box. Box did give us a pocket coin, 1971D DDO, couple more NIFCs. Got a lot more 2023s. We have 24 2023s now. It's the first time I'm seeing those, so it's kind of cool. But the find of the box, we got old silver, a 1947 Walking Liberty 90% silver half dollar. Second Walker on the year, third Walker I've ever gotten. That's a super cool find. Definitely has been clean, but I don't care. Still is old silver, and that's super cool to see. Super excited to find that. Definitely breaks a skunk streak I've been on, so it's a great second box. Now, move on to box number 3, and I'm hoping we can get some more silver. That was all for box 3, and it was a pretty slow box. All we did is grab a couple more NIFCs, and I did set aside a coin with a hole drilled on top of it, but other than that, no finds for the box, so not a great box. We'll move on to box number 4. It is a sister box of that one. Might not be as good, but you never know. I'll bring you in if we have a find. Roll 41 of box 4. It's been very uneventful until now, just a couple of NIFCs. I do bring you in because we do have a variety, a 1982P no FG. Only found a few of these, so definitely happy to find another one. See, the FG is pretty much completely gone. There's a couple of dots on the top right, but these still do qualify on PCGS, so it is a 1982P no FG. This one is not in too great a shape, definitely in pretty rough shape, but we'll still definitely take it. That was all for box number 4. Another kind of slow box, just a few NIFCs, of course, and then the find was that 1982P no FG. Even though it's in rough shape, just the best find of the box, nothing too great. I'm going to add a couple more boxes. We do have one great find for the hunt, of course, with that 1947 Walker, but still going to add a couple more boxes in hopes of finding something else, so I'll be back when I have some more boxes to add. I am back with a pair of boxes to add to the hunt. These are going to be boxes 5 and 6. Hoping to get at least one find in these boxes. If not, I'm just going to end the hunt there no matter what. So, let's start hunting box number 5. There are no enters for either box, so hopefully we can get something, and I'll bring you in if we have a find in box 5. Box number 5 has been hunted, and it was kind of a rough one. The only thing I pulled aside was one NIFC at 2018. Nothing else in the entire box, so it's definitely not a good one. Move on to box number 6 now. It's going to be the last box of the hunt. I'll bring you in if we have a find or with a wrap-up. Roll 23 of box 6, and we do kind of have a find in this roll. Have pulled out a 2014 and a 2006 NIFC so far. And the 2006 is actually a really nice satin finish. It's a better NIFC for sure. Saw this marked coin, and I flipped it over, and it is a stickered football-themed one. It's an NFL Broncos on a 2003 NIFC. It's a little beat up, but still is a stickered coin. Kind of an interesting find. Next roll, we have another find. This one is just a DDO. It's a 1977 DDO. It's very beat up, but still is a DDO nonetheless. I'll put it under the scope real quick. You can see that line in the middle of the straight of the R. That's how I know it's a DDO. Found quite a few of this one. This one's not in great shape, but it still is the third variety of the hunt. Roll 36, and I just found something pretty cool. And it was an ender, but you're not going to be able to tell it was an ender because it's a magic coin. It's a 1983p on the front. You flip it over, it's a different reverse that's rotated, and it sounds completely hollow. So this is a magic coin. Been a while since I found one. I'll start working on opening it up, and I'll bring you back when I can see what's inside. Alright, took a few minutes, but I managed to get it open. So here's the shell, the 1983, and then on the back side is a 1967 British penny. Have found a few of these before, and some with Mexican designs. It's probably my 6th or 7th magic coin ever, and it's definitely a super cool find. 6.5 boxes have been hunted, so let's go over the finds. One of the early boxes did give us our first group of 2023 $half, all out of Philly. Not sure if they're going to be NIFCs yet. I'll hold on to them for now, but if people start getting full boxes of those, I'll throw all of them back but one. Now for actual NIFCs, we ended up with 21 for the hunt. All common, of course. We usually get a little less than I've been seeing recently, but we did get one nicer one. Really nice 06P satin finish NIFC. Recently sorted through all the ones I had. I think I have about 20 or 25 satin finishes that I pulled out, and I'll add that to those. Also, some miscellaneous finds here. You do have this marked coin with a counter stamp on the right, a 0 and a 7. Not sure if I'll keep that one. A couple of pocket coins, which are coincidentally both 81s, a P and a D. Also got a 1997 with the hole at the top, and an NFL Broncos sticker coin. Pretty cool there, even though it's pretty worn. Also got a few varieties, a 1971, 77, both DDOs, and a 1982 P no FG. None of these are in great shape, of course. Have many of these varieties already. Always kind of cool to find. Also, this hunt did give us a find I haven't seen in quite a while. We did get a magic coin out of the last box. Last box definitely gave us some interesting finds. Definitely excited to get a box like that. Haven't had one like that in a while. Haven't found a magic coin in at least 6 months. Definitely cool to find that with a British penny on the inside. And the find for the hunt was, of course, the old silver, the 1947 Philly Walking Liberty $half. Found one of these in January of this year. Found one of these in late 2020. So this is my third one ever. All three that I've found have been clean like this one is, but I don't care. Old silver is still silver. Silver's pretty hard to come by. Glad we got some in this hunt, along with lots of other interesting finds.